It is a struggle for the right of self-determination for the people of Kashmir. And we have a mandate, we have over a dozen UN Security Council resolutions that guarantee our indigenous right to freedom. When we talk about marginalization or we talk about people who are not being heard, or communities or segments of the society, then I think the most vulnerable and the most targeted communities facing the worst crimes ever committed on mankind throughout history are the people of Kashmir and Palestine. We have seen, we have witnessed crusades in the past, World War I, World War II, even before that. But right now, what we are witnessing, what challenges we are facing, especially in Kashmir, which I don't think we have ever witnessed in any war zone or in any battle, that there is a nation which is completely defenseless, which doesn't have a defense system, and it is combating the highest occupational forces of the world. And at the same time, what we are seeing right now in Palestine, the resistance forces that you have there, you have Hamas and others, that they are working on ways of physically defending their soil, and for that they are challenging the writ of the state of Israel. Yet we are seeing the response that's coming from Netanyahu, or the threats we are witnessing right now is so shocking, and it's something which the Palestinian people have been suffering in the past, but open threats that we're going to transform this into rubbles. This is what the Israel is saying, and they are going to do carpet bombings over there on a nation which is already, in the past few days, has reoccupied many regions of Gaza, which was turned into West Bank by the occupation of Israel. Because I'm talking to university level students, it is not going to be a talk on emotionalism or a talk about generalization. What we need to focus right now is that Kashmir and Palestine being the most marginalized communities in the world, and Kashmiris being even more vulnerable than the Palestinians, because at least the voice of the Palestinians is being heard. There's no water there in Gaza right now. There's no light over there. Schools and hospitals are being demolished by the state of Israel. And the world, especially, it's a tragedy that the Western world has completely sided with the narrative of the state of Israel that the resistance forces are doing terrorism. But let's get facts straight. According to the UN also, recently during the UN sessions, the UNGA sessions that were going on, there was the UN Secretary General also mentioned that 150,000 Palestinians have lost their lives because of this conflict and because of attacks on them. And we witnessed a moment of silence also yesterday by the United Nations. But is that enough? Are these lip services or these things enough for us? When will we practically see action? So that's where we need to work. We need to work on creating a constituency for peace, for reconciliation, for listening, for training, for peace workshops, for peaceable schools around the world. Peace does not mean surrender. If people think that there is a peace pact, that they have given up on their struggle, no, not at all, because we have seen numerous confidence-building measures between India and Pakistan also during various dialogues, Indo-Pak dialogues. Yet, we have each time seen that India has backed out of those dialogues. But the problem is that when you have to reach towards a solution, there are steps that you take.